It's so dumb. But I'll never forget
Hockey's
it.
great. I love hockey.
Football's played with feet only. Yeah, okay, only in Europe, dude. I'm talking about America here.
Yeah, strictly American podcast tonight.
Exactly. Anyway, it's a nice pre-show. You ready to start?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right. So just before we start, I'll just show you this camera. So you see that little camera in the middle there? It's like transparent.
Yeah.
That's what the stream sees. So it's on both of us. If I click this button using my right hand, it goes on me. It goes on you.
Oh wow.
Both. And then the audience, which is invisible. Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
Nice. Yeah, you got this shit figured out.
Yeah, dude. I plan to remake this world probably after 100 interviews and make it all fancy looking. But this is just a temporary studio I made in like a couple hours. And then I just added
It's pretty
pictures.
good.
Yes.
I'm impressed.
Anyway. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my talk show. I'm your host, That One Rebel. This is my show, Late Night of Rebel, and we have our special guest here, Klaatu. What's up, dude? How you doing, man?
Oh hi. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah. So, tell me a little bit about yourself, man. If people don't know who you are, what's the best way to describe yourself?
Uh, I don't know. It's hard to come up with things to talk about myself. I don't know. I play VR chat, and I play other games, but I guess VR chat's my main thing because that's what gets the views, I guess. But I guess in a sense, I'm an old boy. I've been playing VR chat for years, like the pre-poke days, the pre-fucking Team 5, that shit
Oh,
where everyone kind
shit,
of came
dude.
from. So I consider myself like a VR chat counterculturist with all the new shit that's coming
You're a
up. I
boomer,
just feel
man.
I'm literally a VR chat boomer, but I'm the biggest zoomer in real life. So it's a weird sort of experience for me, I guess. But I've seen how this game has changed and how the people have changed, and I feel
Yeah.
like I have a different perspective on this game than most people that play this game.
Oh, yeah? We can talk about that, my man.
Yeah, we can do a deep dive.
Yeah, we can go deep dive, dude. Minefield, Vsauce, Michael here.
God, I love that guy.
I know.
What happened to him? Does he still do videos?
He did a YouTube Red series, and then he made it free, so now you don't have to pay for it anymore. It's called
Oh shit!
Minefield.
Well, then I'll watch. Yeah, I was about to say I ain't paying for that shit, but I'll watch it if
Yeah,
it's
it's
free.
Minefield,
Fuck.
dude. I watched both seasons, bro. It's actually really good. It's on YouTube.
Fuck it.
Anyway, so how did you actually like find about like VR chat? If you're pre like Team 5 pre poke days, like how'd you end up actually in VR chat? You just like, like you just stumble upon this one day and just like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. So the way I found, so I played VR pre-poke days, but I had dipped my toes in it because my old friend group that I don't interact with like publicly because it would not be safe to, because the things that we do are not public.
Oh,
Okay, I don't know. It's like one of those toxic
Welcome
groups that you kind
TOS.
of grow up with, and you kind of, yeah, definitely TOS. It's one of those groups that you grow up with, and you kind of like forge like lifelong bonds. But the stuff that you do is just, other people can't know about. Anyways, we would play Gary's Mod and shit like 10 years ago. We would do a bunch of roleplay stuff, and we would just troll the fuck out of people. And then we would start doing this thing where we would go on Steam and we would sort. I don't know if you can still do this, but the layout used to be differently on the store, where you could sort the releases by like most recent, and you could also filter it with like the reviews. So you could set like the search results to only give you controversial or like mixed reviews. So we would go by new games with like shitty reviews on them, and we would play. And we found this game, VR Chat. It was and it's like early. I guess this was mid 2017.
okay, like
Maybe early 2017.
Summer.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, summer, when they released like the beta version or whatever on Steam. I guess the game's still in beta or whatever since then.
it's early access.
Yeah, still early access after almost half a decade. But we joined, and it was full of some cool people. We tried to troll. Everyone was kind of chill. There was like the rare moment you would come across someone in VR, and of course we were all on desktop because like this is like I was like 16 or 17 when this was happening, and it was like a cool experience because like every conversation you had with people, it was just like people interested in the technology and like the future of VR, and I had never like experienced anything in that sort of sense because I'm so young. So I
Yeah.
was like, oh man, this is like this is literally the future. Like I was experiencing like like a foresight where it's like, man, this is actually gonna blow up. Like if VR gets cheaper, and it did, like this is gonna be like the next big thing probably,
Mm-hmm.
like with all the customization. So I was like, this is cool. I didn't really spend that much time on it, desktop and shit, and there wasn't a whole lot of people playing this. There was like probably maybe 1,000 people at a time playing the game, and I guess we've seen lowers recently than that, but
Yeah.
uh, yeah, so I dipped my toes in it, and then of course, you know, Poke blew up on LSF with his VR clips, and it was kind of history from there. I got back into it. I think after Poke blew up in like early 2018, I got VR, or was it early 2018? I can't remember. It was probably late 2017. It
Yeah.
was like that
I was
same
there.
year, and then I ended up getting VR. Yeah, I remember. I would see you on the streams and stuff with the
What's
rest of
up,
the group.
brother?
Yeah, little old Kenny. God, that's a fucking throwback. And then I don't know. I got VR. I got an Oculus not too long after that whole shebang. Probably like January, February 2018. So I mean, and then the rest was history. I took another break. I didn't play much after the Knuckles thing kind of blew up. I didn't play much of 2018. I played very early 2018, and I resurfaced in 2019 in Rob's lobby, basically. And then ever since then, I've kind of just been in and out for like the past year.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember seeing you for the first time. You're like the small little rabbit, and now you're a big boy rabbit.
Yeah, I got VR ready basically because you can't really use that tiny avatar with VR.
Yeah. So why did you go from VR to back to desktop mode? It's just like you're just lazy, or
Yeah, so I don't like playing on desktop. Desktop's a lot easier, especially to stream. It's a lot less intensive. I don't have a bad computer by any means, but you definitely run into some problems with overheating and performance issues. But uh, I played a lot of VR, and I somehow broke my VR, I guess. So it's
mm-hmm.
broken, and it's been broken for a month,
Oh,
and I've had the RMA info for about a month, and I've just been too lazy to ship it. So I'm basically just waiting to fix it. I'm waiting for myself. Uh, so I guess as soon as I fix it, I'll play more VR, but I'm just a lazy piece of shit right now. So it's just broken on a stand on like my desk.
all right. Interesting, because I still have my headset from 2 years ago. It's still the same one, Oculus Rift. Tomorrow I'm
Yeah,
getting
I
my
still have my Oculus. Yeah, because I bought an Index, and then I bought full body off of like like a really quick whim. Like I just dropped 400 on full body like one
oh
night
shit.
randomly, and then my Index broke. I still have my Oculus in my closet, but I don't think I can go back to it with how good the Index is. I'm too spoiled.
Mm. Yeah, tomorrow I get my base station, so I'm gonna experience full body for the first time. And
Yeah,
then
it's a wild trip.
yeah, man. Once you go to full body, man, you just like start laying in the grass or some shit. I don't know. You just start cuddling
Yeah,
with people or
if
some shit.
you go full body, man, you will not be able to use regular VR again. At least in VR chat, like not being able to like have your legs on it just feels wrong.
Mm.
Like it doesn't feel like VR anymore. It just feels like you're playing a game. But if you have full body on, it's like it the immersion level is just completely different.
All right. I look forward to it when my FedEx ships it to me tomorrow. I have
Oh
to set
shit!
it up.
Wait, so it's that soon?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Damn,
Took
that's
me 2
exciting.
years, man. 2 years to get full body. Fuck.
So wait, you're getting full body with what do you have now? An Oculus again?
I have an Oculus Rift, but I have the light tracker sitting on my desk, and what I'm getting is the Steam VR 2.0 base stations. Because if you don't know, you can't use full body of the Oculus because this is the Lighthouse technology. So you need to either buy the Vive 1.0 base stations or the 2.0, which is the newer, which is the same ones that the Index come with. So
Right.
and they're sold out on the Steam store. So I was like, So I went to the Vive store. You can buy basically the same base stations that the Index has, but you can just buy them off of Vive store. They're a little bit more expensive, but I was like, fuck it, dude, I ain't waiting 3 months. I might as well just do it now. and then the rest of my money's going towards the headset and then the controllers whenever they come out or restock.
Nice. Yeah. That's exciting, man. The Index is superior to like literally. I've tried a lot of different. I've tried the Oculus. I've tried the Vive. I've tried the Vive Pro. The Index is just superior in like every way. So, if you're playing VR this often, I highly recommend that you get an Index over anything else if you have the money to drop on it, because it's literally the best piece of technology you can get right now.
Yeah, I got the money now. It's just that the Index like is out of stock, and it's been out of stock for like 3 months now or 2 months. So I was like, fuck,
Yeah,
just have to
you
wait.
have to be on the pre-order.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting for it to restock, and then I'm gonna just buy the headset and the knuckles or the controllers, because I already have the base stations, right? Because I'm getting them tomorrow. So, yes.
Yes.
Anyway, so I have lots of questions to ask you. I think one good question I always wanted to ask you is obviously you go to Publix a lot, my man, and you always try to find people. Are you just trying to find people to hang with, or are you just trying to like troll, or what's your objective when you go to Publix?
I don't know. We have different objectives. There's no real objective. Sometimes the objective is because the way it works is the streaming time slot that I do. I do 5 hours roughly, and it leads straight into Rob's stream, so I can drop like a fatty host and kind of flex on him.
Oh, damn,
but
dude.
sometimes if we go to Publix, I'm out there with my friends like Crumpet often, like Murder Crumpet and I are in Publix, hopping around trying to find people to bring to the bar. I guess to bring more people in, see if we can find some cool people. It's less about finding people to hang with than it is kind of just having fun interactions with people. But man, Publix can be really hit or miss, dude, and it's like hitting your head against the wall. Like, that's one of the things I would say that's changed a lot about VR chat recently. Is like a year ago, probably maybe a little more, you could go to Publix and have like a good interaction at least once in a lobby.
Yeah.
And nowadays it's like you really gotta search for it. Like, there's a lot of trash in this game now, and in just like in different forms. It's very difficult to go to Publix nowadays.
Yeah, I can agree on that. I started playing December of 2017, so I played just right when the game was blowing up. So I remember those lobbies, going to Guy at Night, Penthouse at Night, Fells Memoria.
Oh man,
all those old classic maps that don't even have mirrors in them. And just having a genuine conversation with people. Like, a lot of, like, I remember the one conversation I had was, like, someone's like, oh, man, Dragon Ball Super, man. Oh, man. I was just like, I don't know. They're just like, man, I really like Dragon Ball, or something like that. Like, just talking about anime or some shit. And I was like, all right.
Everyone was a lot more open to conversation back then than they are now. I'll go to avoid, like, if I'm streaming and we're doing Publix, I leave the Void Club to the very last, because 80% of the time I'm gonna get crashed, or my IP is gonna get leaked, or they're gonna tell me my address on stream. So I didn't get told my address on stream, but I went to a Void Club off stream once, and this guy walked up to me after I blocked him, and then he like unblocked himself, and then he walked up to me. He just said my address and my IP, and I left. I was like, what the actual fuck? I was so glad I wasn't live. Like, I didn't even realize what he was saying until after he said it. I was like, what the fuck? It's actually ridiculous, the things that can happen in this game.
It's because your IP is public when you connect to an instance, like your IP address, which makes no sense. But supposedly in the next big update for VR chat, it's going to like fix that. I don't know.
Well, yeah, we'll see how that happens.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
It's all talk until you see the walking, So it's like, I can say I fixed the game, but until, the update actually pushes, then we'll know. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not hopeful. I mean, I play the game knowing what could happen. I mean, I guess the risk reward benefit is there. There's a lot of potential growth in this game. Not even just for like streamers or whatever. I just think this game can be a whole lot better if they try harder. I don't know. I guess it's mean to say, but it's almost like they're not trying at this point. There's just so much that needs to be fixed, and they have so much money. Like, we saw that, like, what was it, 10 million? Like, $10 million deal with HTC, and they did what? They made a visual coding system that they've already been working on.
They've already been working on that prior to
like,
that.
I don't know. They didn't release like a pathway thing, or like a what they're gonna do with the money or what they planned. They have no direction right now besides Udon, and Udon isn't gonna do shit for this game until people figure out how to use it, and that's gonna take a while.
Yeah, security is the biggest concern because uh, it's funny to say that like VRChat has over 10,000 concurrent players, which is more than last year's around this time. So there's actually more people playing VRChat than last year because of the boom of VR. But the problem is that when you say like, oh, there's 10,000 people, but when you go to like Publix and you find like maybe a couple hundred people and like everybody's staring at the mirror, it's like, is this game really full of people? Or you know what I mean?
It's got 10,000 people, but 8,000 of that are either in VRChat home or in a private lobby having virtual sex with like a random person that they just found. Like the game has become so privatized that it's impossible to meet new people. Like I've consistently run into the same people at Publix now after like 2 months of doing it, and it's ridiculous. I rarely meet like a new memorable person. Maybe if I do 5 hours of Publix, I'll meet 1 or 2 people that are like they stand out or they're different in some way or they have like an ounce of personality.
Yes.
Which is rich coming from me, I guess.
Just tell the chat, yes, my bitrate will go down sometimes. So like sometimes my stream turns into like 140p Minecraft quality, but the voice, like you and I like talking, are still in good quality. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my internet. Sometimes this shit dies.
If it works.
No, it works. Yeah, I don't know. My internet's just fucked up. So anyway, yeah, just going to Publix and stuff is just like I used to go to like I made a challenge like 4 or 5 months ago where I would go to the Void Club every day for 30 days. And it was brutal.
Why? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Like, what's the benefit?
I wanted to show people because people are like, "No, Publix, you're fine, dude. What are you talking about?" I was like, "No, watch me do this shit." And then I was like, "I'm gonna go to the Void Club every day for at least like 30 minutes or an hour." And the amount of shit that happened was just ridiculous. I always tell this story, but like I remember, have you ever met the guy called the VRChat Pimp, who was at the Void Club?
I have never met him. But I've seen of him, and I've heard of him, and I've searched for him, and I have never found him.
I only saw him one time. He was offering me his services with his girls. He was like, "You gotta PayPal me $20 an hour." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Didn't he get banned? I heard he got banned.
Listen,
like they banned that account.
If they ban him, he'd just make a new one and call him VRChat Pimp
That's
too.
True. That's true. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. What a legend. Yes.
That's the future there. Whoring out women on the internet, and it's like not even real, and you still get paid for it. That's actually the future.
No, the future is when VRChat creates their own currency, what they're actually talking about, of creating like their VRChat currency, like VR bucks or something. You spend in VRChat. That was talked about like 6 months ago. So
I know, and they can't go through with that because they can't make VR bucks before they make VR like security. Like I'm gonna, if they make if I pay $10 for like 5,000 VR bucks, I'm gonna walk into the Void Club and some dude's actually gonna rob me of my money. Like he'll just press a button and take my VR bucks.
You're thinking about people robbing you? I thought it was like, "Oh, hey, I'll suck your dick for 500 VR bucks."
I mean that will definitely happen. But some dickhead with a client's just he's gonna crash me, take my VR money, and then somehow like there's gonna be a security loophole. He'll have my PayPal info. Or like my credit card that I use.
It's just gonna be the one guy who's like, "I'm rich, bitch. I got 50,000 VR bucks."
Yeah, like there's some sort of conversion to that. I guess you take that back into the real life.
You didn't pay your rent this month, bitch. I'll steal your avatar. Take your world. It's mine now.
So stupid.
Oh my god.
They just have that's the problem I have with the devs is that the fact that they even think of doing that right now is. It's like irresponsible. It's like there's so many other things that actually have to be done, and they're out here fucking proposing VR bucks half a year ago.
Ransom. Yeah. I'll crash you if you don't give me 1,000 VR bucks.
Give me your fucking money, or I'll end your game.
I'll end your game. I'll leak your IP address right fucking now, dude. You think I won't?
Blow up your headset.
I'll blow up your headset.
Overheat your computer. Melt your CPU.
God, dude. God damn, dude. What a future we live in, man. I had
And
an interest.
the future's good.
Yeah, Linkman says, "Do you think VRChat would die if it was put behind a $10 to $20 paywall?" No.
Yes,
What? You think it's
I
gonna
think it
die?
would. Yeah, I think it would. If you put a paywall behind a game this shitty, somebody will just make a better game and put a paywall behind that,
Oh, you mean
and
like
people will flock to the
Lavender?
better game. Yeah, yeah. People, if they put a if they put a paywall on VR chat, people will flock to Lavender. No,
No, Lavender's free.
something better
Or
will be
sorry,
made.
a Lavender's twenty
Is
dollars now. You can't
yeah,
even
Lavender's $20.
you can't even play it.
I
I,
think I don't know. There's more desktop users than there are VR chat or like actual
VR.
VR users right now. Uh, and if you lose the desktop players, then maybe that would be beneficial, I guess. But I don't know. I like I said, I come from the time where everything was new. Everyone was still creating like new things. I mean, that's still happening, but not at a nearly as fast rate as it used to be.
Mm,
But if you start putting a paywall on something that's basically all the content in this game is user created, right? Except for like the hub and the spawn.
yep.
So
It's all
I feel
stolen
like
too.
not only would there be yeah, true, there would be legal issues behind that. Like every asset you see in this game is stolen, probably not paid for, especially in those like really popular worlds. I just feel like there would be a huge legal issue that they wouldn't be able to deal with, and then I feel like they would just lose a lot of the player base if they suddenly had to start paying for features in the game, or even just to load the game.
I get what you're
It just
saying.
seems like a bad idea to me.
Um, what would you think about instead of like you have to pay to play this game, instead you had like perks. You paid like $10 and got like, I don't know, more favorite slots or something like that, or priority or premium user name or something like instead of trusted user.
Premium username is gonna put a fucking target on your back for crashers, dude. They would see that you paid and they would just fucking they'd make you pay
You hide
for
your
nothing,
rank,
dude. You
dude. I'm
wouldn't be able to
actually a
play.
premium, but I hide my rank to look like I'm a trusted user.
I have a right to look like it's trusted. I mean that seems pretty harmless. I don't know, like paying for customization stuff doesn't seem like that big of an issue to me. It's another one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's a good idea, but there's so many other things that need to be done first. It's like there's no point in even like contemplating something like that. Like if they start putting microtransactions in the game before you can even launch this game without getting your IP leaked, then there's some serious upper management issues on their development team. Like they actually need to like ground themselves and like fix the problems first before they start adding like, you know, stuff that you can pay real life money with for this game.
Mm.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like a smart move right now. But in a future where this game is perfect, or you know it's a secure game that you can play and enjoy your friends again like you used to be able to, then they can start doing stuff like that. But right now is not an appropriate time for money to be spent by the users on a game that's not even finished.
I get what you're saying. It makes sense though. I mean, I do hope that Unity 2018, whatever that pushes out, a lot of people think that it's gonna like fix a lot of stuff, but like we said, we don't really know until it comes out. So, yeah.
What is it supposed to? I see. I have no idea
About it.
what any of these Unity things are supposed to do. Like, what is that supposed to bring?
Okay, so Unity 2018, you know how like markers don't work? Like if you're a mute and you use a marker and you can't even see it, it's just like chicken scratch. It fixes the network,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the peer-to-peer like latency. So if you're like a dancer or like me, like I don't know, like interacting with you, you'd be able to see me like in more fluid, real time. It fixes what else? Just better. It just has better tools. Like the engine's like a year newer, so everything just runs better, more smooth, less lag. Because
Okay.
most clients, like people that crash, use 2017. So the moment you turn into 2018, a lot of like probably 95% of crashers will like cease to exist. But they obviously just make new ones, right? Um,
Right. They just develop it.
yeah, they just develop better, newer clients. But like I would say for the first like probably little while. Also, Udon's going to be running on 2018 as well. So the Udon's only for world creation. That has nothing to do with avatar creation. Unity 2018 will push for better avatars. So they talk about like avatars 2.0, wherever the hell that means. Better like more stuff. I don't know, more stuff you can do in your avatar. I don't know. It's just a lot of like improvements to the system. But again, I mean, you can test it right now. You can boot up 2018 right now. If you exit out of VRChat and go to Steam and opt in beta, it'll turn you to a 2018. But like, there's nobody on it, right? Like, unless like you have your friends join on 2018 with you.
Oh, it's like a separate server and everything.
Yeah, like it'll show your friends and everything. Like on your friends list, like, oh, but if you join them, it'd be a ghost. Like nobody's in the instance
Oh
because
yeah,
they have
yeah,
to be in
yeah.
the
That used
same.
to happen when they push updates,
Yeah,
and people wouldn't. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I got you.
yeah. So you can test it right now. And everyone who's I've talked to has said it's like it's improvement. It's a lot of better, but like you're just by yourself though. Like until you're in a room of 40 or 50 people, then that's like where the real tests begin. You know what I mean? Because like you could say, oh yeah,
I mean, how long? How long is that gonna take to push? I mean, this is
uh,
already. What's the newest version of Unity? Is there a 2020 version of Unity yet?
probably the reason why they use like older versions because they go for LTS means fuck, what does that stand for again? It means like long-term support. That's what it means. So basically,
Yeah.
if they were to push like 2017 to 2019 or 2020 version of Unity, it would basically break everything. You basically have like a worse shape of this game. Like I'm not even kidding. Like if you push the engine 3 years in the future, it would just like fuck up everything. Like if you think this game's broken now, the game would literally not even function. Like you just run into a world, you just boot up the game and just fucking blow up your computer, some shit like that.
Maybe that would encourage them to make the game better. Then I don't know. Start from scratch. Just fucking nuke this and start over, dude. Like, there's so many things that can be improved.
I'll get an example. So Lavender is running on Unity 2019 and VRChat's still in 2017. So 2019 I actually played Lavender before it was the paywall $20. And it was pretty smooth in terms of like FPS because you can get more than 90. I was getting like 140 FPS in Lavender. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know why they limit that. If you have the index,
You get
so the
120.
index you can go to 144 actually.
That's the test, yeah.
There's a
Beta.
yeah, and it raises your limit, but I don't know why they don't allow desktop users to go above 90 because I play on a 144 monitor and it looks like shit playing this game on 90. And even if I'm hitting 90, it looks like shit, but most times I'm barely hitting 60 even on a decent computer. I don't know why they limit that.
I think the reason why they limit it was because I think when they started developing this game like 4 years ago, this is when VR was like first like kicking off, and the headsets like the original Oculus and the original Vive could only push to 90 FPS, so they just developed for that. Obviously, with improvements to technology, you can go to like 120, 140 or whatever. What they should do is just make a frame limiter. So like you should uncap your frames and you can run whatever.
Yeah, they
or
should
crap
give you the
it.
choice,
Yeah.
right? On multiple. I mean, there's a lot of things they should give you choice on, but this just seems like it's just a basic
Yeah.
quality function just to be able to choose how you want it to perform. Because the game's not the physics aren't based on the frame, so there's no reason to lock the frames, right? I mean, like other than performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, they should just if whatever the fuck they're paying Ron, they should pay me that same amount, and I can come up with more ideas and
Damn,
tell
dude.
them what to do. Rob says this a lot, but he says he can fix the game. I also believe I could fix this game easily. There's so much wrong that I could bring up to them, but they're not interested in listening, honestly, at all. And I think that's the most detrimental feature of this game is their developers are just not interested in listening to feedback or like maybe they listen but they don't actually listen. Like they don't give a shit. They just got $10 million from HTC. They're going to Japan for the next 6 years. Like they don't give a fuck, dude. This game could die off. They don't give a shit. They'll just make something else.
I mean, we don't pay them. We don't pay them. I pay them $0. So if I leave tomorrow, they don't care. They're like, okay.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They don't want more people in the game right now because the game's a broken piece of shit. So it's like if it dies now, they can work on it some more, I guess, for however long that takes, and then they can make a new version of the game.
Well, the other issue is there's no competition.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. Yeah,
there's no other VR social game that has 10,000 players or even close, not even 1,000. The closest is Rec Room with like 200 players, and like half of them are kids. They're like 10 years old. So there's no competition. Yeah. You could be a lazy piece of shit and not even update this game for 10 years and still be king of the VR social platform. Because if there's no competition, why bother? Like, I don't have to update this game.
Frustrating.
Yes.
This game could be so good. Like, it's it's a terrible experience. You can have really good experiences if you're in private lobbies with people that you know, but the public aspect of this game is the worst thing ever created. It's like a 4chan board on crack. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's what that's why whenever you see like a big streamer come to like VR chat who has never played before, and like a lot of them get sponsored by HTC to like try out VR for the first time. They play like Beat Saber or whatever, and then they land
Yeah,
up
they're
on
just
VR
so
chat.
popular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then they play VR chat and they're just like, "Oh boy, VR chat! This was really fun like 2 years ago." And they join in, N word, yo,
Yeah,
I'm crashing
literally
you.
everything that can be thrown at them
I've seen it
all
one
at
too many
once. It's
times.
terrible. It's and that's why no one plays it. Like Rob is constantly talking to me about, and not just me, but like other people in his stream and stuff. Just like so many people want to get into VR. Like they saw the success that Poke had. Like Poke is literally where he's at now is because of what happened in VR chat. As much as he likes it or not, or however embarrassed he is about it, he's where he's at now because of it. And there's a lot of growth and opportunity in this game because of the user-generated content. But there's no security and there's no way that a big like you can't get like Moon Moon recently. I don't watch his streams often. I follow him, so I see what he's doing. He was playing Bonework, so he's just got his index. He's trying out VR. He seems to be enjoying it. If VR chat was a game that he could load up and interact with people and not have to delete his VOD or risk losing sponsorships, he would probably play this because he loves to role play. Like there's so many big streamers that VR chat could like latch their their claws into, and they just choose not to create a system that allows people to do that. There's so much opportunity. Like fuck $10 million from HTC. VR chat could be getting like bigger deals from bigger companies if bigger streamers were playing their game. Like they've just so narrow-minded right now, and it's so frustrating to like watch from an outside perspective. Like I can't imagine what's going on inside their heads and like their dev meetings or whatever that they do.
I would say this: Moon Moon actually, a couple people like when he was asking, this is like 'cause I watch him, and a couple people asked him like, "Yo, why don't you play VR chat?" He's like, "Dude, I don't want to play VR chat, dude. It's just like people that like pretend to be like little girls or whatever, and like don't talk,
Yeah,
and
that's
like
true.
he's like,
Yeah.
dude, he's like every time I want, he's like, you know." I will join it, and then just people be like be racist and shit. It's like I don't want to risk it. Like, why the fuck would I do that? So that's
Yeah,
why he
there's
doesn't
no
want to play.
point.
There's
Like,
no point for him.
he just play anything else. Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. Yeah.
the only time I think a big streamer would come to VR chat is if it's in a closed, safe space, like in a private instance or something like
The
that.
biggest VR chat stream the game's ever seen was probably when Soda Poppin' was in the lobby when they were doing a talent. I mean, they did talent show was like the meta for like 2 months, but Soda Poppin' joined on stream, and he probably had like 40,000 viewers. But it was like a private lobby. It was a good time. He seemed to enjoy it. He had a lot of fun. There was like a lot of crazy wacky characters or whatever that you probably see thousands of now. But man, VR chat got popular because of streamers, and the devs just refused to tailor the game to it. I don't know. It just seems kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. You brought up a good point. I think there might have been a bigger streamer because I remember Shroud actually played VR chat at one point.
Oh, wait, really? I never heard about
Yeah,
this.
you can actually
Shroud
look it
played
up.
fucking VR chat?
Yeah, I think if you YouTube Shroud plays VR chat, you can find it. I remember that day. That was the day VR chat died. It died because there's so many people trying to stream snipe that it actually like crashed the game for like a day. I remember
I
it.
looked up the video. It's 14 minutes long. He speed ran VR chat and then closed. It's 14 minutes, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, he got. Holy shit.
Yeah, he played it.
Yeah.
I remember that. Well, I think there's a VOD where he played for like 2 hours because he played like Gun and Steel and like some other shit. But like,
Yeah.
he got bombarded because he doesn't know anything about VR chat, right? He just joins in, he gets stream sniped to hell, and like he's just like and just keeps jumping one instance to the next, and eventually he's like, all right, fuck it, I'm done after like an hour or whatever.
VR chat literally it drops you off the deep end because there's like there's no way to protect yourself really other than just pre-blocking like avatars, pre-muting people. It's like
Yep.
there's no way to prevent any of that. Like there's no moderation or any system that
That's why
can save you.
when you boot up VRChat for the first time, you go into a private instance of the hub now. It used to be public, now it's private. That's the reason.
Really?
Yeah, if you boot up VRChat on a new account right now, you go to the hub in a private only instance. That's
Social game, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
the game's also listed as family friendly as well on Steam, I believe, which is that should be a lawsuit, honestly. Yeah.
well, I asked the devs that question. I said, "Is this game rated by the ESRB?" And they said, "No, it's not because it's an online experience. So you can't rate this game." Because same rules applies to Call of Duty. So when you play Call of Duty, it's rated at 17 plus or mature, right? What they're actually rating when the ESRB rates games, they rate the single player experience, what they can control, like a mission, drugs and alcohol or whatever is being
the
consumed.
controlled experience.
Yeah, but because I remember as a kid when I played Call of Duty and like other games, it would always say, maybe they don't do that anymore, but it would flash on the screen for like a second. It would say like online experience may vary or whatever, because they don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
So
there's no fucking way to tell.
Yeah, they don't know what the hell is going on online. So that's the same rule applies to VRChat. VRChat's a purely online game, so yeah.
It's just put a shrug emoji next to the rating on Steam. Just like, we don't fucking know, man.
I don't know, dude. It's just
Take your
tailored,
chances,
man.
bro.
Soda when he was watching No Logic Dave and he had to fap him.
I remember that, dude. That was a crazy ass stream, dude. I fucking remember that stream. That was nuts. That was so long ago too.
Yeah, good times. I mean, I'll say this: there's plenty of streamers that are sizable or large. Like we're talking about like thousands of viewers that play VRChat. They just don't ever stream it because there's no point. Like they'll stream it and then they'll just get bombarded.
Yeah. It's too much of a risk. It's Giant Waffle plays. He's like in Netco nights every week, isn't he? He's a pretty popular streamer as far as I'm aware. But he would probably never stream this game for those reasons.
Yeah.
It's such a missed opportunity for this game. It's just so much potential. Like it's actually insane. Like so much money is there.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
TSM Daquan actually played a VRChat, but he only played because he knows about VRChat, so he played in a private instance to play Doom VR. That was it. Or like the VRChat edition of Doom VR. I was watching him. He purposely went to it. Yeah. He purposely played. Yeah. And he had like 10,000 people watching him. Yeah. And he was just playing. He was like, "Yeah, I'm in a private instance because I don't want to get paid. I don't want to get in trouble."
Exactly. Yeah.
So
that's another person that would. God, there's so many of them. I mean, like GTA 5, the role-playing meta that happened last year. I mean, that could easily happen for VR chat again. Just like all the big streamers meeting up and like
just fucking
VR.
around.
Like that would just having them experience that for the first time.
Did you know
being hooked on that?
That when VR chat first blew up, actually before the second wave, because the GTA 5 RP like first blew up in like whenever Sheriff Eli and wherever that started, like 2016. Something like that.
Yeah, it was a while. It was a while ago.
Yeah, like years before like the Moon saga and stuff. Those GTA 5 streamers that played actually did play VRChat, and I actually was their tour guide in VRChat. I showed them around.
No shit.
Yeah, I showed them around. They streamed it for like a few days, and that was it. They asked me a lot of questions. They said like, "Hey, can you roleplay in VRChat?" And I said yes and no. They asked me like very specific questions. They're like, if I use a cop avatar, can I arrest people? Can I like put you in binds or like put like handcuffs on you? I'm like, no, you would have to like have the person actually willingly be arrested and like you know what I mean. It all has to be like consensual. It's not like it's not like GTA 5 where I put the handcuffs on you, you just can't move anymore, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta play along.
Like, that's what I told them, and they're like, "Oh, we don't like that," so they left. That was it.
Oh,
because they want like they're interested in VR, but they said like, "Oh, if I can't force like cuffs on you or like take out a gun and shoot you and you die or whatever, then there's no point for them to
they're
roleplay."
missing that control. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess I can understand that on a level, but that's not something I ever desire in a game.
Or they're talking about like, oh, there's no objectives, you know, because like in GTA 5 RP, I can sell you crack and get money. There's no, you know what I mean? There's like nothing in VR chat that's like that. There's no like progression
Yeah, there's like
system.
no end game, I guess.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no like, oh, I buy a fancy car or I can rob a bank or something. You know what I mean? It's just improv sets. That's it.
Yeah, that's under. I mean, it's different strokes for different folks, right? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you can do all that stuff in Grand Theft Auto or whatever, but there's a lot of stuff you can't do in that game that you can do in, in a VR experience that's fully customizable.
Mm-hmm. There's only one instance of a roleplay that's well, I guess just two now. But the two big ones, they're roleplay for VR chat or Callus Row and Ascension Academy. More talking about Callus Row, which is basically, I guess, what those GTA 5 RPers wanted. It's a controlled environment, it's a controlled instance, or like where you have to like sign up for it. It's all whitelisted. You have to write like a backstory for your character, just like GTA 5 RP,
Yeah.
and you have to write like an essay about your character. Because I'm in that roleplay, I play as Ryder, a mechanic. Same with like Murder Crump and a bunch of other people, and it's all like a world built from the ground up, from scratch. It's run by Arcadum, and it's a lot of fun. It's kind of like a cyberpunk GTA. You know, there is money, you can rob the bank and stuff like that and whatever, and there's people who own stores and stuff. But yeah, if they had that when VRChat was first blowing up, then this would be a completely different experience.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's too late to make a giant tonal shift in the game. I just think, like I said, I keep saying this over. There's just so much shit that needs to be worked on. But if they can actually fix this game and make it secure enough to, I just think streaming is the biggest way the game will grow. Not these fucking HTC deals that they're getting that do nothing for them, or the Oculus Quest or whatever. It's like any game should want streamers to be playing it, because that's, I mean, at least right now for like the past 5 years or whatever, that's literally what gets shit off the ground. It's like, if your game is being played by streamers, you're gonna make a lot of money, like hands down. So I just don't understand why they don't focus on that more. If I was leading them, that's where I would push the development team, is to secure the game and make it more stream friendly and more moderated, I guess.
Well,
more safe.
Here's the funny thing. When VRChat was first blowing up and I was a part of Team 5, the devs would come to us to advertise the new betas and like updates to the game. So when the camera first came out, I was given beta access, and I was one of the first people to stream with the camera before anyone else. So,
interesting. Oh yeah, I think I do remember this. Yeah, because you guys would, yeah, because they would come over and show you the features and stuff. They did that for Poke as well, like personal one-on-one stuff. I remember this. Yeah, I don't know why they're so disconnected now. Maybe they're hurt that Poke left, I guess. Maybe they thought he was like their golden goose and he fucking ditched them, and
I
now
mean,
they're just salty about it.
I don't know. I feel like you could just, there's plenty of people that are still playing VRChat that still pull hundreds or even 1,000 viewers. Like, come on.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. There's plenty of people who want to play VRChat too that can't, because of the situation that game is in too. Like we were just talking about, like Daquan and fucking bunch of other people.
Yep.
Like there's so many streamers would love to play this game, dude. Like it's literally free content. Like you can just go around in desktop mode and talk to people, and it's consumable. Like people enjoy watching it. I enjoy watching. I watch.
They get invested into the stories, man. Do I feel like I feel like a lot of the stories do revolve around romance, and I guess that's fine, you know. So
that's what people enjoy. People love pairing people together, tearing them apart, seeing interactions between them. That's rom-coms exist for a reason.
Yes. I remember going to like the old courtroom, and then just like every day we'd just go to the courtroom and just like make up some dumb drama about something stupid. Like, oh man, I saw you with that lolly in the Void Club, bro. What's up with that?
Yeah,
take him to court.
It's just fun times.
Improv. Now what do we have?
We've got everyone playing in private lobbies and just a bunch of random people in Publix that are not safe to be around. That's all we got now.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
You have to search for good people now. Like you actively have to look for them. Like that's the state this game is in. Like you have to sift through this shit pile that is this game just to find like two like golden nuggets like a day. Like that's where we're at.
I feel like how I find people nowadays is just mutual friends, like Friends Plus, and like, you know, just find like who's friends with my friend, and then I'll figure it out, and then be like, oh, this person's pretty cool. That's usually how I find people. If I go to Publix, I do it off stream. There's just too many like dumb shit I have to deal with, and I feel like, oh my god, I have to restart the game, or oh man, I have to leave this lobby because he said it. I'm like, fuck this, dude. It's not worth my time.
Yeah.
So
it's not worth the risk anymore.
Yeah. Sad reality. We'll start taking questions from the chat. So if anyone has any questions for Klaatu or I, we'll take them.
These would be good.
Security is a nightmare developed for when you let users make everything and they can't be transparent about what they are doing with security because that would get hackers tips on what's to go for. Still not an excuse for how little progress has been made for 2019. You know, it's funny is that when you think of like VR Chat 2019, like a year ago, what the hell was even updated in this game? Like I don't remember a memorable like, wow, that was a good update.
Didn't the ranks come out in 2019?
No, that was 2018. That was the end of 2018, I'm pretty sure.
Holy shit. They literally did nothing.
I think the only thing they did was if you have full body, you can recalibrate without having to change your avatars.
Oh yeah, they added that button. That button's good. That's
One
a good
button.
change they made.
One button, guys.
That's a good button.
They have to fix the underlying issues. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you said, like I feel like yes, they have to like fix the security issues. They have to fix the other dumb shit first before they pump out content. Like you can't just like be like, oh, virtual currency. Oh, look at this udon or whatever. It's like fix.
Set up a market. Buy us
My
an
money
avatar
now,
stole off a Japanese website for $50. Go ahead.
Why is Klaatu so monotone, dude? Damn, dude. Why are you so soulless, man?
It's just I don't know, man. It's just like it's how I was raised, man. If I was loud and obnoxious, my mom would beat my ass with a frying pan.
Sounds about relatable.
This is what happened to me, man.
Yeah, man. Can't believe it, dude. You counter a lot of crashes, right?
Yeah, all the time. I've the first stream, like the first actual stream I did of this game, I probably got crashed like 4 times, like within like a 3-hour period, and that was in Friends Plus lobbies as well. Like that wasn't even me public hopping.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, same with me. I used to make Friends Plus of just my world presentation room plus, and like eventually, always some crasher gets in. I'm like, who the fuck is adding these dumbass like who's friends with these people? I'm like, what the fuck? I can't even trust my friends anymore. Like, what the fuck? It's so bad.
Yeah, because then you have to fucking remove other people because they're too ignorant of the situation, I guess, that it brings when you're friends with those types of people.
Or
so it's like mutual friendships are now like ruining actual friendships.
Or it's like you're friends with someone and then they eventually become a crasher because I don't know, they're just fucking that or something, dude.
Yeah, it's like a weird complex that people develop playing this game.
If you crash me, I'll crash you, man. It's like,
exactly.
Okay, dude.
It's literally just the control thing. Like, if you have those clients, then I guess you can feel like you have control over every situation.
I have the power to end your computer right now.
Exactly.
I can end your stream.
You can't be put in the corner if you can crash them.
I can't be kicked, dude. Listen, man. I said this when I was interviewing Meech, but I find it hilarious when you and Meech and Rob and all of them make your own lobbies, whatever you're doing in the Golden Gator, and then like someone with a modified client comes in, and then Rob tries to kick him literally on stream, and they're like, "Oh, I don't have a modified client. What are you talking about, dude?"
Yeah, it's so shameless, dude. It's so shameless,
dude. Like, come on, you failed the lie check, dude. Your speech skill isn't high enough. You don't have enough charisma, dude. Like, it's just like it's like a video game, dude. Again. It's like try again, dude. Come up with a better lie.
A different character.
Oh, he's like, I'm not using modified client, dude. You're lying, dude. And then like he's like, I'm streaming, by the way. Oh, I gotta leave. It's like they just leave immediately.
Yeah.
Every single time, dude.
So stupid. Just no brain activity in those people.
Yes. I always say this, man. If you have to use a modified client to like not get kicked, then you must be a toxic piece of shit. Cause like, why else would you use a modified
Bigger
client?
issues, yeah, than you getting kicked, right? It's like
Dude,
you should. Why are you in that position,
dude,
anyways?
in my 2 years of playing VRChat, I've probably been kicked less than 5 times that I can think of.
I'm trying to think how often I've been kicked. I think I've been like legitimately kicked maybe twice, and that was me like not trying to be obnoxious. Like I've been kicked before, and like
Oh yeah, I've been
friends
like,
blessed for like actually being obnoxious and
yeah,
trying to get a reaction, but yeah, I don't know. It's not hard to make friends in this game. I'll be honest. Like if you're a decent person who's not like a retard, you can basically hang out with whoever you want.
please ask Klaatu how do I get bloodstains out of the denim?
Arm and Hammer, baking soda.
Mm.
Leave it to dry. Don't rub it. Just set it. Leave it overnight. Rinse in the sink and throw in the dryer at cold, or throw in the wash at cold, and then.
Being kicked is a good thing, saving yourself from the purple rank.
True. Yeah. Once you hit the purple rank, it's you. It's like the opposite of peaking. You've hit it like the opposite. You've hit a valley.
Did you know there's 2 hidden ranks in VRChat? Did you know that?
I did not. What are these hidden ranks? Do they have titles?
Yes. So, when ranks first came out, if you remember this, there actually was a veteran rank. So it was a rank higher
I
than
do
trusted.
remember that,
It was
yeah.
yellow, and they removed it, and then they replaced it with the trusted rank, which is the highest. But there's actually 2 hidden ranks. One of them is one of them is veteran, and then the highest rank you can be is called legendary or legend rank. I'm the highest rank in the game. I've actually checked if an API. I'm actually legend rank. It doesn't say it in
You're
game.
legend rank.
Yeah, it doesn't say it in game because it doesn't, it doesn't display it. But if you use an API, you can check. I'm actually legendary rank. It says I have it.
That's so weird. Did they just forget they left that in there?
No, because they purposely didn't want to have probably ranks higher than trusted because, you remember when ranks first came out, man, there's fucking turf wars and shit, dude. People were fucking
Yeah,
salty
I
as
remember.
balls when they were like, man, I'm not a veteran, dude. What the fuck, dude?
Huge superiority complexes.
Yeah, so I'm the highest rank in the game. So if I showed my like if legend was actually displayed in the game, people would fucking have a hate boner, dude. They're like, how the fuck did you get
Yeah,
that?
I don't know if that's something to brag about either. This game's good, but I never brag about time spent or like ranks earned in this game, dude.
Exactly. The only reason I have that rank is because I made Presentation Plus, and it has 600,000 visits, which is a fuckload.
Oh shit,
That's the only reason.
that's a lot of visits.
What's the color mean in VR? Oh, what's the purple and like that's just ranks. They just did it by color. When VR
Do the hidden ones have colors?
no, as far as I don't know what it would be.
Hmm.
Red?
I
I
think
don't know.
legendary would be on fire, like a bungee flame.
Just like flaming. I mean,
That
I
would be
could. There's ways to like hide your nameplate, so I could just make my own nameplate and just have a like legendary asshole or some shit, whatever I want.
Dude, that would get you. That would get you like harassed like so often.
How did you
dude.
get that
People would
legendary
not do that.
asshole rank, dude? Like, you just gotta be cool, dude. So, do you have both legend flags though? There are 2. I don't know about it. I don't know. When I posted on Twitter, because when I searched my own name using this API, it said you have achievements, and there's like, oh, you have the trusted achievement, oh, you have the veteran achievement. Then it says I have the legend achievement, and then it also says I have an achievement called I played a lot, which I have no idea what the fuck, like how long that actually counts for. If you play like 1,000 hours or 3,000 or
How many hours in this game do you have?
3,700.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. No life.
I have 768.
Damn, dude. I played every day.
That's crazy.
Especially because veteran rank mostly went to a lot of streamers, which was kind of a problem for those who didn't want to be constantly approached. Not entirely true. I had trusted when the ranks came out, and it actually got me into making maps. I was like, because everybody I asked that was a veteran, they're like, oh yeah, I made maps. I was like, oh fuck, I need to make maps. So I learned how to make maps. because I wanted to rank. But by the time I made my maps, veteran rank was removed. So I was like, oh, whatever, fuck it. So
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about a ranking system in a social game. I don't think there's really a place for it. It just
well, it's
seems like
also what do you call it? Misleading because like trusted users are actually most of them are fucking crashers.
yeah,
So,
true. Yeah,
trusted
it
by
doesn't
the
take
way.
long to get trusted.
Yeah, I saw someone speedrun it. They told me that like if you friend a lot of trusted people, you can get trusted in like a couple weeks. Like it's fucked.
Honestly, I don't even think it will take that long. We had to make. There was a period where this guy kept DDoSing Rob for like months straight. So we had to make. We were trying to figure out ways to play the game without, getting crashed. So everyone who wanted to hang out or whatever, we would make an alt account for VR chat that we would log into and not show our names on stream.
Yeah.
And with us just friending each other, I got orange rank like the first day or whatever. It was
What
ridiculous.
the
Like you can
fuck?
just farm that rank because we had to send out like 30 or 40 friend requests to each other. It doesn't take that long to get purple. Like you
Yeah.
could probably get that shit in a week.
Rebel, could you kindly ask Klaatu to stop doing the voice?
There's a running joke that I put on a fake American accent in order to mask my British accent is the running theory right now
Okay.
of my voice.
Joke. Quotations.
Yeah, joke.
I think that eventually there's going to be a TV show fully made in VR using VR chat or something familiar. That brings up a good point. See, when VR chat was first blowing up, people thought, do you remember what Machinima was? Like the YouTube channel?
Yeah, of course.
So people, when VR chat first blew up, people were thought about that there's going to be machinimas made in VR chat because you can make everything, right? You can make your own avatars, make your own world.
Sure, yeah.
And well, I mean, technically that never really happened. I mean, Rob did make Mushy Apples or whatever. That was like one machinima, I guess.
Biggest VR chat movie hit ever. Yeah.
Like that's a sad reality is that like the tools in VR chat are like sure they may be limiting, but you can actually make like shows and like episodic things. And where are they? Nowhere, dude.
All the creative people are gone, man. I mean, you got map makers and avatar makers, but beyond that, there's maybe I don't know, like musicians, I guess, people who like to play music in an empty pug. They're all gone.
It's a sad reality because like Reverse Blue was built in Halo 1 and they had to fucking have some dude like be AFK using the pistol and have to zoom in the screen and do this little like ghetto ass shit to like make Reverse Blue when it first came out in like 2002 or whatever when they made that shit. But like VR chat, you have the cameras tools, you have all these like advanced technology, you have like VR now and you can recreate Reverse Blue in VR chat and nope, you can't even do that or make your own version of it, you know what I mean?
Honestly, I don't know if there's a market for it anymore, man. I don't know if people want to watch that. I think right now people just want to watch social interaction and just they want to watch their favorite streamers and maybe not like YouTube. I don't use YouTube anymore as much as I used to, but they just want to watch people interact with other people now. I think I just think scripted content's kind of going out the window.
There was a good show with a good... Sorry, there's a good channel for a good show, but then it came a total sellout. Yeah, no surprise there. People say it does exist. I mean, maybe there are some people that do like the whole like scripting and like making really good content, but like it just doesn't get any attention, right? Because I don't know, like what gets content is just like either creating drama or just like social interaction and be like, oh, look at this harem. I have like 30 girls that surround me in VR chat or whatever. Or RP or whatever.
Yeah, I don't really know much about VR chat content outside of Twitch. I mean, there's a lot of successful VR chat YouTubers, obviously, that get like hundreds of thousands, millions of views doing random shit. But it's like they're not doing anything different than streamers are, honestly, other than putting their videos on YouTube.
Oh, their content is pretty simple. I've seen it. Like a lot of them follow the same formula.
Simple,
it's VR chat people share their darkest secrets. People in VR chat share their most funniest moments. People in VR chat share their like first experience of a woman or something like that. It's always like people in VR chat. Yeah.
I made a virtual girlfriend. My VR girlfriend broke up with me. I saw recently. I think it was like Drumsy or something.
Yeah.
People eat that shit up, dude. There's even one. You know who Darling is, right? You must have met Darling. Do you
Uh,
know?
I know
She
of
is my
them.
darling. It's
Yeah.
yes, very very personable person. Very. I mean, I would describe as crazy, but maybe that would be rude to say. Uh, she was a regular in Rob's lobbies for like a really long time. She doesn't really come around anymore because I would assume maybe she got bullied out of it or something. I don't know really what really happened.
Okay.
There's some guy on YouTube now who's just going around with her in just random avatars,
Mhm.
and he's legit getting like 250,000 views a
Holy
video, and they're all
shit.
like 10 minutes long, and it's just her like being herself. And I'm just like thinking to myself, wow, if Rob had done this, like Rob's trying to get into the fucking YouTube content stuff, if he had just pursued the cringe content stuff, uh, god damn, dude, he could be hitting it fucking big right now. Like we know so many people like this, like Darling, that it's 100% possible to just easily tap into that market.
Mm.
Okay, hold on. So this guy City VR says Drumsy's a scripted show. This is true. It's scripted on a level, but this dude's going into Publix and interacting with random people as well. That those reactions are not scripted. Machinimas are completely different than from what Drumsy is
Scripted
doing.
is a script where you, like every player or every person, it's like a movie. That's what scripted content. It's a movie.
Yeah,
Like
from start to end.
yeah, person A says this, person B says this. That's a scripted. But when you're going to Publix, it's generally like usually improv or just like random ass people, right? You just like, yo, what's up, guys? How you doing? And be like, fuck you, idiot. Just like, oh, okay, there you go.
Scripted is Chips RP. True. True. Yeah,
Damn,
true.
dude. Scripted.
Ascension Academy, anyone? Harry Potter?
I don't know. I mean, I actually, when that first was started, I actually wanted to join it, but I just couldn't commit. I mean, I don't know. I don't really watch Ascension Academy. I'm part of Kalos Row, which is like, I think, okay, how I would describe Ascension Academy, maybe I'm wrong, but isn't it just like a setting where it's like Harry Potter, but all the characters will have like backstories, but it's not like not like Chip says, wow, oh, geez, what a shitty day. You know what I mean? Like, it's still improv.
Yeah,
It's not like he's told to
it,
like
it
say this line.
no, I think the scripting thing is mostly. I mean, obviously there's probably direction that's input before they do it. You know, every so often, but it's I don't think it's actually scripted. But yeah, it's basically just Harry Potter's stand around and talk to people, role play,
I mean,
and it's sleeper as fuck. Honestly, in
it's
my
like
opinion, I think
it's
it's the
like
most boring thing ever.
it's like Kalos Row, you know. If like people think that's scripted, but I'm a part of it, and I don't like. It's just there is like certain elements that like yes, like this episode, people are going to attack, or like a corporation's going to like attack, and they need extras
Yeah,
to play as
yeah,
like
you gotta
soldiers or
push the
whatever.
story somehow.
Yeah, but I'm never once told like, oh man, Ryder, you have to do this shit or whatever. I'm like, nope, I just do my own thing. Like a lot of the times, people die around me, and I don't even know. I'm just like, oh shit, this person's fucking dying.
Yeah,
Oh
Alice
fuck.
Rose got a lot more going on than Ascension Academy does, dude. Sci-Fi fucking died. There was a
Yeah, man.
shootout. There's like a war going on or something. Last I've seen, they got like robots and shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot more interesting than Ascension Academy is. Every time I tune into like I'll open it up for 3 seconds maybe, and it's always just someone talking to someone. Every single time, there's nothing ever going on. It's
Talking
so boring.
simulator,
I
dude.
don't know how people watch it. It's ridiculous.
It's the romance, dude.
Is there romance? Okay. I did not. I've never. I guess I don't watch it long enough because it puts me to sleep. I would. But I guess it's my problem that I can't make it to the romance. Maybe then I would get hooked on it. Probably not though. I'm not the type of person.
Robots vs. Neko Wars. What romance? I don't know. I thought there was a someone told me there's a romance.
I would believe. I mean, I would probably assume the same thing. I mean, what else do they have going for them if there's no like romance or because they're definitely a comedy. I'm telling you that much, dude.
It's mostly a soap opera. Oh, okay. Some people, yep, the most boring shit. That's them. Everyone likes different content.
That's true. I mean, I'm not faulting people for liking it. I guess
Mm-hmm.
I will never be that type of person.
Well, even Chips is in Kalos Row, but he doesn't stream it. I didn't know that.
Chips is in Callus Row.
Yeah, I didn't know that because I never have nameplates on. And then I was like, wait a second, that's Chips' voice. He plays as like one of the corporate guys.
Why the fuck doesn't he stream it? He would make so much. I feel like he would get more viewers doing that than he would Ascension. Like,
I don't
yeah,
know.
whatever. Maybe I don't know his audience, but I
I
feel like
don't
he
know.
should be streaming that as well.
That's what I said. But people told me it's his off-stream RP. He still wants to roleplay, but doesn't want to stream. I don't. Whatever. I don't. Whatever that means.
Well, I mean, I guess that's. I mean, it's not like he's streaming a whole lot, anyways. Let's be honest here. But I don't know why he needs to start taking breaks.
Not a
I feel like he
fan.
needs to be doing everything he can.
Not a fan of that crumpet guy in Cows Row.
Yeah, that guy's
Kind of
kind
quirky,
of an
man.
asshole.
Yeah, what an asshole. Everyone hated.
Definitely quirky. Yeah.
Yeah, was he supposed to come to the lobbies every Tuesday?
And he almost died or something because of his sickness, and then he's kind of just forgot about us. So it's whatever. He went to Rob's house, drank his liquor, and left.
Wasn't Chip supposed to come at Rob's thing like the last weekend or some shit?
I'm sure the invitation was sent out, but I assume he declined it. I don't think there was any expectation of him showing up.
Damn. I missed the. What was it called? Rips?
Yeah, Rips. That emote's back.
Oh!
He added Rips back.
Pog, dude. Poggers.
I think he added it while he was at Rob's house the last time.
Damn, dude. Damn. Frog art. Frog arc is best art. Fucking frogs.
You seeing this? You seen the frogs that are coming up?
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
It's good shit.
Finally, some fucking organic role plays happening again after like 6 months.
Yeah. You know, we need like 10 of Rob's lobbies, then maybe VR chat. Maybe some big streamer will come back. Like, oh shit, what's this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Rob's lobbies are a good environment for that, but it's just that it's the safety thing, man. Even his lobbies are not safe enough. Like he's risking his fucking career by doing this shit every day. I mean, he's pretty safe in a sense because no matter what happens, it's not his fault, and he has a good case to defend against it, especially for Twitch. But you know, for other people, investment.
Mm. I just think the problem is because it's in a public or in a friends plus, man. Then when we go to a friends lobby, I think it'll be fine. But then you don't get the randoms in, right? You get all the same people coming in the same day.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the problem, and also the problem with friends lobbies only is that you have to dish out the invites, and if someone leaves, sometimes it's buggy. You can't join back, or if you're doing like invite only maps, then the invites don't work, or you have to constantly be re-inviting people that are leaving and coming back. It's a clunky mess. Like they need to create better ways to privatize lobbies, I guess. Maybe create filters where it's like if you invite them once, they can leave and come back. You can do like a whitelisted lobby, maybe. Stuff like that.
Imagine if you had a dedicated server where I paid $10 and I owned like my own instance, and if you're banned or kicked, you're gone forever. Like you're just donezo.
Yeah. I mean, or the fact that if you host a lobby and you have someone blocked, that they shouldn't be able to join that lobby in the first place.
Oh yeah, like that becomes an issue. I remember I made some lobbies and like blocked people would get in because they were friends with somebody else in my lobby, and it was just fucking awkward. I was just like, how the fuck?
So many loopholes.
Yeah.
Because
there's a kick option, but all it does is you get kicked for an hour, you come back in an hour later, or like you make a new instance.
And if 80% of the time a kick option doesn't even work. Like they just recently fixed the kick option, and now you can't even kick people with modified clients. Like kick used to be broken for like the longest time. And now it doesn't even work on people with clients anymore. Like, it's such a useless feature. Because the people you want to kick are the people you can't kick.
Oh, do I host an RP? Oh, someone asked me if I host an RP lobby. No, I don't. I mean, I thought about hosting stuff like that, but the problem is just the amount of shit you have to deal with, and like just like getting everyone on the same page.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work to like get an RP lobby. Like I'd rather just join other people rather than trying to make my own, because it's just too much effort to put in. And then like if I try to make an RP lobby, then I have to like tell people like this is an RP. You can't just be running around with some fucking random ass meme and doing dumb shit. Like you have to like, you know,
And play along.
yeah, play
Yeah.
along and not just be a god RP or whatever the fuck you're doing. Like that's the problem. Like that's why like almost every RP that's like half decent is all whitelisted. They can't have random ass people show up and do their bit. So
Yeah, I mean, goddamn, it's just going back to there's so many things that could be so simple to introduce, or just maybe I don't know that I've never made a game, so I don't know the logistics of adding features like that, or reinventing the wheel, I guess, in a sense. But it's like, how hard could it be to implement a whitelist feature, or a way that if you block someone, they can't keep joining your lobbies, or if I don't know, there's just so many things. This is like, if you've ever used the internet or played a game, like, have none of these devs played fucking Minecraft once? Like, Minecraft has a whitelist feature, and it's a 20-year-old game.
damn,
Even
dude.
across their mind, like, it's ridiculous.
You're not wrong, man. I mean, okay, if you really want to know, there is a whitelisting thing in VR chat. Basically, you can make an instance ID and use the browser like outside, like a Google Chrome or whatever, and only people with this instance ID can actually get into the world. It's a persistent world, so it actually lasts forever technically as long as you have the code.
Interesting.
But the problem is that if someone leaks the code, then anyone can get in. So
Yeah, and it's also convoluted as fuck to get there. You have to go to their shitty website just to join the world. That's not
it's very counter.
user-friendly
Yeah,
at all.
it's very counterintuitive, and it's just. I tried to do it at one point. Like you could also name the instance. So I actually had an instance called like, I used the Great Pug, and I made my own instance. It said like Rebels Pug, and it actually said that if I dropped a portal, it said Rebels Pug. So like people are like, oh shit, what the fuck, and then like it just didn't work out because I would have to like give out IDs to like people and privately tell them, don't give this out to anybody. If we do, like now you're not cool with me anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's just a big hassle. Like
Then you gotta remake it.
yeah, I had to remake it from scratch, and then like you would have to like I don't know, man. It's just so much effort. You would have to like make a private like Discord. You would then have to invite a bunch of people to it, and then tell them you use this code to get into the lobby.
Just behave.
And
And then if you got one bad apple, it'd be impossible to tell who it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it just doesn't work.
So much could be done better for this game.
I leaked the code. Minecraft is 10 years old.
Yeah, but the whitelist thing is like 1,000 years old.
True.
That shit, they were doing that shit in Rome, dude.
You're not wrong. I do think that you should be able to make like I should be able to own my own instance, and like I should be able to click on you and like permit you to come to my instance, if that makes sense. And you can join whenever you want.
You should be able to play this game without having to worry about your identity being released to people, or having to worry whether or not you'd be
True.
like there's so many things that shouldn't even be on the mind of the user that they have to constantly worry about when they're using this game. It should be illegal that this game is out, honestly.
Sounds like we should make our own VR chat and call it Lavender and charge you $20.
No, fuck that. I'm just gonna sit here and complain until they fix it. Honestly, if this game goes down and no one plays it anymore, I don't give a shit. I'll just do something else. It's fine. There's other options.
We'll go back to Gary's mod. 15-year-old game.
Yeah, go back to Gary's mod. Listen, Half-Life Alyx is gonna come out. They're releasing the SDK for it, and then later on they said they're gonna release the SDK for the editor. Once that happens and VR Gary's mod is out, VR chat's dead in the water. They have that deadline. That's their deadline. Is once Valve sends out their fucking VR editor, it's game over for every other game. Gary's Mod VR will be a thing. All these new game modes are gonna start getting released in VR, and the entire platform of online decade. So VR chat is on a fucking timetable right now. They've got like maybe 5 years left if they don't fucking fix their shit. But as soon as that happens, they're dead in the water.
5 years, more like
somebody else will make a
more like 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, 5 years is being generous. I mean, as soon as this editor comes out for so what is it, the Hammer engine or something? As soon as that comes out, literally just some dude in fucking Ukraine is gonna make a better version of the game with the editor in like 2 hours. It's gonna be so quickly. So it's game over for them once that shit
I
happens.
guess we'll end up going on those things. Whatever it's gonna be called, man.
Yeah,
I,
that's the only hope I have for VR right now is Half-Life Alex and Valve basically save it.
All right. Well, I think on that note, we've been going for over an hour now. I think we'll wrap
Has it
it up
already
here.
been an hour? Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, I keep track of time. We started at 6:40. It's 7:55.
Oh
So
shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you're
almost
right.
an hour and a
Fuck.
half. So I'll put the camera on you, man. If you want to shout yourself up, plug yourself, anything you got working on, it's your time to shine to tell everyone what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are watching, interested in watching me some more, you can twitch.tv/Klaatu1 because Klaatu was taken already. And I'm also on Twitter at it's Klaatu. So if you want to follow me on there, I'd appreciate it. I'm close to beating Crumpet in followers, and I want to make him cry. So if you're out there, please follow me.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah, that's about it. I don't know. I mean, I'm streaming Monday to Wednesday and on Saturdays, and
Okay.
that's about it. I don't know. Just chill experiences,
Yeah,
VR
yeah.
chat, and everything else.
All right. All right. Well, on that note, thank you so much, Klaatu, for stopping by and talking with me about VR chat and its many issues.
Yeah,
And
no, thanks
yeah.
for having me. It was a good time.
And as always, I'm your host, Owen Rebel, and this is my talk show, Late Night with Rebel, where we talk about VR and VR chat related things and random stuff. So I appreciate you, man. One last thing before you go. I always take a picture of each of my guests, so we'll do
Ah,
that.
yes, for the trophy wall. Yes,
Ah,
of course.
yes. Yes, yes. 1 second here. I'm turning off the chairs.
Where are we
Ugh!
standing at?
We'll stand where the camera is over here. Which is a photo camera. Flip it this way. Oh, I'm gonna disable and renable it. Do you see the camera? You should be able to see it.